It is 44 days till the man burns, and today we're talking about late arrivals. If some of your group are coming a bit later on and you're not a big theme camp that has placement, how are they going to find you when they arrive at Burning Man? One of the biggest problems with late arrivals is often they are dragging all of their gear with them, which makes it super inconvenient for them to have to hunt around for very long or travel very far with all of their stuff to be able to find you. But don't worry, you can make it easy on them. So before you head off, check out the map of Burning Man. It has been released now, it is up. I will link it in the description box below. And figure out where your ideal spot to camp would be. It's best to choose somewhere that is not likely to be super populated, where it's not going to be really difficult to find a spot. And then the people that arrive first, their mission is to find a camping spot as near as possible to that location. That way, when your late arrivals turn up, they can head to that spot you've picked out and you will hopefully be somewhere nearby. It is a good idea for the people that arrive first to kind of meet the neighbours, let them know that you've got some late arrivals coming that are going to be looking for you. If you can give like a rough time or a day, that's going to help. Maybe give your camp a name, something really nice and memorable, so that when the late arrivals come up and they're asking for camp, whatever you decided to call it, the people that are camped in that spot, they're going to recognise the name and be like, oh yeah, hey, they are over there. It can be really helpful to have something that's really noticeable about your camp from a distance, so that your late arrivals can kind of look around and they know what they're trying to spot. That way, if they turn up and all of the neighbours are like, no, I don't know, or maybe just none of the neighbours are at camp, then there's still a chance that they're going to be able to spot you quite easily. You can also register your camp location and name in the Centre Camp directory, and then when the latecomers arrive, they can just head to Centre Camp, look at the directory and find out where you are. Again, you'll probably want to give your camp a nice unique name. For the directory, you might just want to use your own name if it's a nice unique name, to just make sure there's no confusion. Big drawback with this is that, the latecomers are going to have to go all the way to Centre Camp to get that information, dragging all their gear with them, and then head from Centre Camp to wherever you're located, which can be a pretty long way when you are carrying all of your stuff. If you're not a solo late arrival, then it might be worth designating one person to head off to Centre Camp to get that information, while the rest of you just wait with all the gear. Saves you all from dragging all that stuff around. If you are a solo late arrival, then, maybe ask some of the camps nearby wherever you've been dropped off if they'll just watch your stuff for you while you go to Centre Camp. It's going to be a pain if you get to Centre Camp and then find out your camp location is like way on the opposite side from where your gear is, and you now have to go like all the way back and then all the way back across. But you might get lucky. You might find that your camp is really close to where you've left your gear and you have saved yourself the trouble of dragging that stuff, all the way to Centre Camp and back. Centre Camp also has a notice board, so you can pin up flyers and stuff. So that's another option. You could pin up some kind of notice with your name and your camp location so that the late arrivals can find it on there. You might want to do both, register with the directory and put up a notice. But the one thing with the notice board is there is that potential that your note will somehow become disattached or go missing or get covered up or obscured by someone else's notice. Your best bet if you're going to go with the notice board is to make something really cool and kind of artistic, and then people are much less likely to cover it up compared to if you just stick up kind of a blank sheet of paper that just has your name and camp location on it. Also, it's obviously a good idea to kind of design that before you go so that the late arrivals get to see it and then they know what they're looking for when they get to the notice board. So I hope this was helpful, guys. I hope that you managed to find each other. I hope that if you're a late arrival, you don't just get stuck kind of wandering around Burning Man, wondering where the hell your campmates are. And if any of the rest of you have any tips or tricks for how to meet up with late arrivals, then let us know in the comment section below. And if you see me at Burning Man this year, feel free to come and say hi to me. Bye, guys.